Our next presentation is about the barriers to profitability in spinning by Joerg Bauersachs. He's the head of CCI Technical Services. George is a senior operating executive in the textile and garment industry with C-level expert knowledge in the field of manufacturing and sales. Over 30 years of broad experience of working with multinational enterprises with special focus in Asia and Europe. Over to you, George.
A warm welcome now from Thailand to Pakistan, or to wherever you may listen to this webinar in this COVID virtual world. And first of all, it's great to see that in Pakistan, it seems that you resume at least a little bit back to a normal life. Now, first of all, again, on behalf of CCI, I would like to thank the organizer, Tex Talks International, for giving us the opportunity to participate in this conference. And so what do we have prepared from the technical team for you today? The barriers to profitability, the CCI experience. So the ultimate goal of any company is to make money. So it's actually not about making yarn. The goal is not to produce just the best quality or mastering cost control or running it even at high efficiencies. All that just helps to make money. Even if you have all these factors right, you may still struggle to make profits and eventually need to close the factory, which we of course don't hope. In the last years, we recruited experts from the US, from Germany, the UK, Turkey, China, India, and between us consultants, we have almost 200 years of frontline experience running textile mills, companies, and we did consulting in over 55 countries. In the last 18 months, this team has had the opportunity to visit over 100 companies in the region: Thailand, Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, Indonesia, Vietnam, and China, where we observe the operations and help the mills to achieve a better performance. And of course, as a result, higher profitability. So my talk today is going to concentrate on the barriers to maximizing profitability that we have observed during these visits in all these countries. And even in mills where the management has thought that they may have already squeezed almost every ounce of profit from their operations. So this transformation mainly started in 2018 as CCI began to recruit a team of experienced textile experts developing a program that would offer advice to customers of US upland cotton on how to get the best performance and value from the use of the US fiber. A number of research projects carried out by third-party independent consultants in 17 and 18 had clearly demonstrated the superior mill performance of the US fiber in the manufacture of knitted garments when compared with cottons from India, Brazil, West Africa, and the CIS. Not only had US fiber produced higher machine and labor productivity, but generated less waste at every process and produced far superior garment quality, and again, as a result, significant financial advantages over our competitors' fiber. I want to focus in my presentation on the 6 common issues that we see in almost every mill we visit that limits their ability to maximize their profits, which is raw material selection, we have waste control, machine and labor productivity, quality and process control, industrial engineering, and last but not least, cost control. Independent research sponsored by CCI has repeatedly shown that price is not the criteria you should use to select your raw material. We constantly talk to our customers about the importance of the so-called golden triangle when making their cotton purchasing decisions. The triangle needs to contain members from one, ownership, finance, then purchasing, and manufacturing. And not just members whose primary consideration is to buy the cheapest raw material they can find. Mills need to develop a relationship with the merchants. The best mills that we visit buy from one or two merchants and have developed relationships over many, many years. In our experience, mills that put their cotton purchases out to a myriad of merchants every time and make their buying decisions based on which merchant has the cheapest cotton pay a higher price in the end. The rule should be to become important to a few. Loyalty breeds loyalty. Raw material knowledge is power. Mills need to understand and use the data that the USDA provides for every bale of cotton, that what you mentioned just now, the PBI. And we visit mills who complain about white spots in dyed fabric, who are using cotton with microner values that guarantee white spots. Raw material can represent up to 70% of your total cost, depending on what articles you are depending. Is it ring? Is it open end? Therefore, it's obvious that raw material has the greatest impact on your profitability. CCI sponsored independent research has shown the advantage of US cotton in terms of raw material utilization. We can say with confidence that US cotton runs better in your mill and creates less waste. Effective waste control is a micro, not a macro activity. You must control every stage of the process, and you would be surprised at how many mills that we visit who know only how many total kgs of cotton they use to produce a total weight of yarn. They have no idea what amount of fibers they are losing at each stage of the process of the item that represents the major component of their manufacturing cost. If you don't know during which process you are losing fiber, how can you take the corrective action necessary to reduce your waste losses? An effective and accurate waste control system is the cornerstone of any profitable cotton spinning operation. With the relatively high capital cost of textile machinery, the need to maximize machine productivity is obvious. Where the cost of labor has historically been inexpensive, we have seen a tendency for companies to ignore the importance of labor productivity. And then cheap labor can result in technical negligence. Instead of addressing technical challenges and issues, the temptation is just to throw more people at those problems. And this can be really an expensive mistake in terms of both yarn quality and cost. In the super competitive world of cotton spinning, quality is a given for survival. Control of the key aspects of every step of the process, from blow room all the way down to winding, is the foundation of world-class quality and creating the operating conditions to maximize productivity. We visit many mills that don't routinely measure the net cleaning efficiency of their individual cards. Mills that don't measure the frequency and cause of stops per 1,000 spindle hours in the ring frame, and then expect that laboratory testing of yarn alone is sufficient to produce high quality yarns. But unfortunately, it's not. Mills that don't monitor individual spindle splicer strength in winding. Mills who complain to us about the difference in the data they receive from the USDA and their own testing results when the ambient conditions in their own laboratories are totally out of control. And then finally, the USDA recommended procedures for sampling and using the HVI and APHIS equipment are not followed. Since the introduction of CCI's technical service team in 2018, we have visited over 100 spinning mills using US cotton to maximize the performance and enhance their profitability. In none of those mills have we seen the use of even basic industrial engineering techniques that have been fundamental to those mills that have survived and thrived in Europe and North America. I can really speak from own painful experience running factories in Germany and Austria fighting for survival back in the 90s. The importance of using industrial engineering to establish accurate job loads for spinning operatives impacts directly on yarn quality, waste levels, and cost. In the ring frame, for example, if an operator is incorrectly loaded and is looking after too many spindles in relation to the machine stops per 1,000 spindle hours, the impact on machine efficiency, idle spindles, and increased pneumofill waste will have a major negative impact on cost and hence profitability. In almost every mill we have visited, major savings in the automatic winding departments could be achieved by the application of simple IE techniques. It's not about saving labor, it's about how industrial engineering could help to redistribute labor to where it's needed more. Just prior to the COVID-19 lockdown, we visited a renowned mill in China where it was obvious that they had too many people in winding and not enough people manning the ring frames to cope with the frequency of ends down they were experiencing. Switching people between the two departments would have improved output, reduced waste in spinning, and immediately increased profitability. Prior to the crisis that we have seen with the COVID-19 pandemic, too many spinning mills, especially in this part of the world, have been struggling financially because basically our industry has too much capacity. That imbalance between supply and demand will only get worse in the new normal post-pandemic world in which we will all have to operate in the future. You would be surprised how many mills that we visit who really have little or no idea of their actual costs, who guess rather than calculate the selling price of their yarns. Mills that don't have the ability to analyze their product portfolio and understand which yarn counts make them money and which counts should be reduced or even eliminated from the manufacturing program. That's a very important point in my view. Or, for example, investment projects for expansion or replacement of older capacity that are basically vanity projects that with cost-based analysis would never have seen the light of day. Accurate cost control in our industry has always been important. We believe it will become even more important in the post-pandemic world, which is why we have developed a simple costing module based on the combined experience of our team who have managed mills in North America, Europe, and Asia that can help customers of US upland cotton quickly identify the areas of opportunity for cost reduction and profit improvement. I can promise you this is really, really a powerful tool. Now, we have titled this presentation, The Barriers to Profitability. We could have used a different, more positive title, such as The Opportunities for Profit Improvement. But we chose the title we did because unless the barriers we identify today are dismantled or eliminated, the opportunities that exist will never be realized. So we believe that only the best mills will survive in the post-pandemic world. Turning an average mill into a good mill is relatively easy, but turning a good mill into a great mill is hard work and requires the attention to detail, some of which we have described today. Our team at CCI is dedicated to helping the customers of US upland cotton, and here's the publicity, we believe the best cotton in the world, to make that transition from good to great. So as I said earlier, spinning cotton is not about making yarn. Spinning cotton is about making money. Our objective is to help you achieve that goal, whether you are vertically integrated or if you are just a spinner. We want to help you to make more money. Now, obviously, we think that you will make more money by using US cotton. And we've got independent research studies that prove that that's true. But we have other ways to help you achieve that goal through our new Cotton USA Solutions program. So there are 5 offerings for Cotton USA Solutions. Some of these you are familiar with. Some of you have participated in these programs already, a couple of which are new. So we've got 1, mill studies. We've got technical seminars. We've got the mill exchange program. We have the one-on-one mill consults and brand new, the mill mastery course. So some of the Pakistani mills have already participated in the mill exchange program. We had 7 countries and over 60 participants last year. We have also done a number of technical seminars here, but plan to do more. The mill studies are research projects commissioned by CCI, but carried out by independent third-party consultants. We have previously shared the results of some of these studies at Tech Talks, but we now have a library of 6 studies available on the new Cotton USA Solutions website. We have been doing the one-on-one mill consults in Pakistan since 2018, but I'll talk later about a new post-COVID initiative to expand and continue that service. Mill Mastery course is a new and our training modules based on the best practice manual that the team has written during our 6-month lockdown. So with that in mind, let me show you a 2-minute video that will bring these offerings to life.
Cotton USA Solutions. This new cotton consultancy was created to take mills and manufacturers to the next level of success, with a team of experts who provide an unmatched global perspective, informed by our work with over 1,500 mills in 50-plus countries. Our offerings can be in-person or virtual and are complementary for licensees, starting with mill studies. This collection of research is based on third-party, controlled in-mill testing and provides hard data to build your business, like new spinning protocols that increased ring frame productivity over 8%, blend insights, and more. Next is the Mill Exchange program that lets you exchange ideas with mill executives from around the world. You'll tour licensee signature mills and share proven techniques in cotton yarn processing. Cotton USA Solutions also offers technical seminars. They provide training in buying, spinning, handling, and more using the latest U.S. cotton techniques from across the supply chain. Next, our Mill Mastery course, where you can gain a new level of expertise with a comprehensive course of study from raw cotton to bale management to quality control to make you a true spinning master. Finally, there are one-on-one mill consults, offering you customized consulting services for proven cost savings from 10 to 25%. Cotton USA Solutions, with mill studies, our mill exchange program, technical seminars, mill mastery course, and one-on-one mill consults. We're here to take your business to the next level. Learn more at cottonusa.org/solutions or contact your representative. Cotton USA Solutions.
So I'll go back to our presentation. This slide now, welcome to the future, post-pandemic. So what you are seeing here now on this slide is a completely new technology that will help us to do our one-on-one mill consults virtually. When COVID travel restrictions prevent us visiting our customers in person. This new technology is coming from Microsoft under the umbrella of the Dynamics 365 software and lets you be somewhere without being there, as their slogan says. So nowadays, one is everywhere, but nowhere. That's really true. We have successfully trialed the system in Germany and China, but next week we will carry out our first virtual visit to 2 mills in Thailand. I will visit the mills wearing that device called the HoloLens, and Roger will be sitting in his office in Scotland and making the mill tour with me virtually. By the way, same as he is also watching right now. So Roger and I will be in full communication mode, visual and audio, and be able to discuss together everything I will be seeing personally. Very, very exciting development, we believe. Now, and with this, I'm coming to the end of my presentation. I thank you for your attention and thank you for your business.